What if your next level growth isn't about pushing harder, but reviewing what you've already put into motion? I'm Sheri Moise, Intuitive Business Astrologer and Sales and Marketing Mentor. I help seasoned entrepreneurs use astrological data and strategy to plan, launch, and grow their businesses with the right timing so every move supports both your goals and your well-being. Today, I'm walking you through how reflection becomes your strongest business edge. We'll talk about what to review, how to use cosmic timing, and how to turn clarity into action without overthinking it. All right, let's dive in. So, in a world that rewards the next big idea, taking time to reflect can feel counterintuitive, yet it's one of the smartest ways to move the meter in your business. Because when you understand what's working, what's not, and why, every decision that follows becomes sharper, simpler, and more strategic. So let's talk about why review matters more than you think. Review isn't just about reliving mistakes or nitpicking the details. It's about noticing what's actually working and what's quietly draining your energy or profit. When you take time to review, you step out of reaction mode and into intention. You start making data-informed choices instead of emotional ones. That's what I call data over drama. Every review reveals patterns, which offers convert, what messaging resonates, and where your energy delivers the best ROI. When you treat those insights like data, you stop guessing and start growing with intention. Think of it this way. When you take 5 minutes to check the map, you're not slowing down, you're making sure you're still headed where you actually want to go. Let's talk about the trap of constant forward motion. Most entrepreneurs, and humans for that matter, have been wired since the Industrial Revolution for momentum. You finish one project and immediately start the next. I get it. That drive built your business. But when you skip review, you skip the clarity that comes that ensures your effort is paying off. Skipping review can lead to patterns that don't serve you, missing opportunities that were right in front of you, and staying busy instead of effective. The cosmos naturally invites us to review and refine, not just pause. Retrogrades, full moons, seasonal transitions remind us that progress isn't only about forward motion, it's about integration. Let me share with you a practical framework that makes review simple, because you don't need a complicated process, just a clear one. Here's how I walk clients through a simple but powerful review using my identify, strategize, and align approach. So first, identify what's working, what's not. Look at the numbers, but also how things felt. Which offers felt easy to sell and deliver? What content connected best with your audience? Where did you overextend yourself? Step 2, strategize. Now that you've spotted the patterns, decide what to adjust. What deserves more focus or investment? What needs to be refined or simplified? What will you maybe stop doing altogether? And then the third step is to align. Bring it all together. Set your priorities based on your review, not someone else's timeline or the pressure that you should do that next thing. Here's where astrology gives you an edge. Every sun cycle, retrograde, major transit carries a distinct focus, from visibility to creation of content to refinement. When you align your next actions with those cycles, you naturally work with momentum instead of against it. And it's not about waiting for the stars to line up. It's about knowing when the energy supports growth, connection, or recalibration. Timing doesn't replace strategy, it augments it. That's how you move the meter. And by using cosmic timing as a strategic layer, your review doesn't just highlight what needs to change, it shows when to make those moves for the best results. You can use that clarity to plan your next 4-cycle roadmap or map out your next launch. That's where the magic happens, when intention meets timing. So let's talk about how you can build review into your business cycle. You don't need to wait for a retrograde to review. You can make it a part of your natural business cycles. Things like utilizing sun cycles at the end of each sun cycle. You could use that as a checkpoint before the next season of focus begins. During a Mercury retrograde, revisiting your plans, marketing, and system, really ideal time to refine. CEO days, which happen once every 28 days or so, an opportunity to step back and look at what's sustainable, not just successful. And you don't need to know the cosmic details. I've distilled it into what you need to know right now. The goal isn't to create space, or actually the goal is to create space to recalibrate before you charge ahead. So review isn't a slowdown, it's a strategy. Taking time to review isn't about doing less, it's about doing what matters most. It's how you create momentum that lasts. When you make review a habit, growth becomes more predictable. You stop reacting to shifts and start anticipating them. And that's the real advantage of working with cosmic timing, because a thriving business requires a nourished and happy you. And that starts by giving yourself permission to review. So if you're ready to stop overstuffing your calendar and start planning with timing on your side, here's your next step. Book a cosmic coffee chat using the link below. It's free conversation to explore where astrology strategy could help you and give you that next growth edge. All right, my friends, thanks for tuning in. If this resonated, give it a like, share with a fellow entrepreneur, and subscribe for more ways to plan, launch, and grow with cosmic timing. Until next time, may your next move be aligned, intentional, and right on time.